this I think is more than this more like an excuse. This that they want to go to Rome, but what they talk is about their lives. You know, this is a traveling through life because you see these two actors traveling from, you know, this being 5 years old kids all the way up to 80, and so it's in I really enjoy this show because, you know, you can relate to it in different ways, but in my way, because, you know, when I was a kid in my childhood, I used to go to the railroad with my friends and brothers to put these coins on the railroad and flatten them, and also dreaming about this trip to the U.S. because, you know, we heard much about these guys, you know, getting on top of the trains and come to the U.S. illegally and work here and you know, and they used to come back with nice tennis shoes and, you know, the things that we didn't have at that time, and so we all wanted to do the same thing or dreamt about it as kids, and as a matter of fact, we did it once. We jumped on the train, and after an hour, we were scared because, you know, like, because we didn't know what we were doing, and we just jump off the train and take a ride back. You know, this even though this show is performed in Spanish here with English subtitles. I remember, you know, from La Razón Blindada, we had a nice review from one of the, you know, well-known writers here in Los Angeles, and he said that, you know, because of La Razón is like a very special, extraordinary case because it's a fast talk, and people were not able to read everything, you know, like it was like, and he said that he also was not able to read everything, but he said, I want to give you an advice. Don't worry about reading everything. Just watch the actors. And in this case, in Rome, you're gonna have the opportunity of seeing these two amazing actors, and I really think that people are gonna have a life experience by watching this performance.
I've been able to just chat with them a little bit on Twitter because they both responded to 24th Street's tweets. It's been a lot of fun. And yeah, I remember when I first traveled, the first show I saw overseas in another language, I had a translator, and then halfway through I'm like, forget it. Like, if I can't get it from just your story, you know, I'll get the details later.
Especially if you know the context of the, you know, the story, you can follow it somehow. And but again, I think in Rome it's going to be different than La Razón Blindada because Rome is kind of more like a slow pace, so you're going to be able to read almost everything. I don't think you're going to miss.
And even with the trailer, even if I didn't know what they were saying, I was like, oh, okay, well, I get that moment.
Yeah.
You know, and what was it like when you were performing? How did you kind of feel the audience changing their own experience of watching a play when you would perform in Spanish with English subtitles?
I don't know. It's hard to explain, but once you are performing, you experience this thing. You know, like by seeing, oh, they are reacting when I said at a very specific time. You know, like I know if I say a joke, so how much it takes for them to read it and laugh about it. So sometimes it was like when I was saying it, they were laughing, and I said, oh, okay. So, you know, I don't know. It was unconsciously we started, you know, like timing that, like trying to do it like simultaneously. Exactly. Like one of my directors told me once that, and I always remember that, never gonna forget it, that when you're doing a play, you don't have to worry much about people understanding what you are saying. I think I think it's more about feeling. It's more about if you make people feel, even if they don't understand. Don't worry about it. Eventually, they're gonna catch it. And they say, "Why I'm feeling this? Why I'm going home with this? Emptiness here, or like." And I think it's more important. And one of my friends says that the theater, you watch it with the stomach, not with the eyes.
That's a great way to put it.